channel. Today I have another tag video for you. I am doing this in collaboration with several beautiful ladies here on YouTube. I will have everybody listed below along with their channel or their video link. This was a tag that was created by Rochelle and Jen from Glam Moms. They asked me if I would want to do this collab tag with them as well as ladies here on YouTube, and of course I said absolutely. They're my dear friends along with several of the girls who are partaking in this collaboration. It is the Bonkers for Blush Tag. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know Mama's crazy about some blush. Other than lipstick, it's probably my most populated drawers in my makeup collection. So I was super excited when Rochelle had approached me about this tag, and I'm like, yes, I'm in. Questions about bronzer, which I'm totally getting into and loving. So I'm super excited to be part of this collaboration. Check out the other ladies doing this tag with me because we all have different skin tones. So we're all gonna have a lot of different recommendations for each and every one of you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. There's 5 questions. Question number 1. Finding a blush or bronzer shade that works with your skin tone can seem never ending. What is your skin tone? What blush and bronzer shades work best for you? I am a light to medium skin tone depending on the time of year. Mostly a neutral undertone, so I can wear warm shades and I can wear cool shades. For me, I don't really necessarily have a blush or a bronzer shade that works specifically with my skin tone, because I can wear most shades. Have, you know, bright pink to, you know, a warm tan. I also have purple shades. I basically buy blush on how it appeals to me and not whether or not it works for my skin tone, because 9 times out of 10 it will work with my skin tone as long as it's pigmented. As far as bronzer goes, same thing. I can wear cool bronzers that, you know, bronzers that have a cooler undertone, and I can wear bronzers that have a warmer undertone. For example, 2 of my go-tos right now for bronzer is Laguna and MAC's Refined Golden. And as you can see, these are 2 very different bronzers. NARS is definitely more cooler and Refined Golden is definitely more warmer. So as far as bronzing the face goes, both of these work really well for my skin tone. I would never contour with the shade this warm, just because when you contour, you're really trying to chisel and shape your face. So I would turn to something a little more cooler. Blush goes, this time of year I'm really reaching for shades that are peach or maybe even like a peachy pink. As you can see, this is definitely more peach and coral, and this is definitely more pink, and both of these work really well. These types of shades work really well with my skin tone. Question number 2. Everyone fears at one time or another that wearing the wrong shade of blush will leave them looking reminiscent of Bozo the Clown. What tips or tricks would you suggest to avoid that not so cute situation? I would highly recommend, if you're using an extremely pigmented blush, using either and I apologize, these are dirty because yes, I've used them recently and brush washing day isn't until tomorrow. No judgment. Moving on. I would reach for either something that's duo fiber that is going to apply product a little more lightly, or something that is goat hair, because it does do the same thing. If you don't have a duo fiber or a goat hair brush that you can use to apply, you can use a blush brush. I would just suggest, because it's always easier to build up color versus going for the gusto with the first swipe, because if you don't like it, you're either going to have to work really hard to correct your mistake, or you're basically going to have to take it off and start again, and nobody has time for that. Your favorite blush brush, swirl it around in the product and see how much I have there. Just by simply tapping it, look how much less it is. And then you can go in, and I like to, if I'm using something really pigmented, I like to go in and just dab it on my cheekbones versus swiping right away. So swirl, tap, and then dab for me. At least that's what I use. So hopefully that was helpful. Question number 3. Bronzing and contouring is all the rage these days, but with the trend comes the fear of looking muddy, dirty, or too orange. What bronzing or contouring product do you think is wearable for all skin tones? What tips and tricks do you have to get chiseled cheekbones and a sun-kissed look? I use this a lot. I think it would work perfectly for a lot of skin tones. It is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. This is in the shade C7, which is nut brown. So it is part of the shade range of cool. And like I was saying before with the contour, you want to go for something a little cooler because it's going to really help define those cheekbones. We don't want to warm them up, we want to define them. So I really, really enjoy this as a contour shade. And then as far as a bronzing shade, this shade here, the NARS Laguna Bronzer, I really enjoy this to warm up my face. It's got a beautiful sheen to it. So it's going to give you that nice sun-kissed glow, and it will be beautiful on a lot of skin tones. I'd say light to medium. Deep might have a really hard time with this just because I don't think it would be dark enough. And then I recommend a really good contour brush. A lot of people swear, and mine's dirty because like I said, brush washing days tomorrow. A lot of people swear by this NARS Eat It brush, but I'm gonna tell you what, I was one of those people that thought I needed that brush. It was coveted, I got it, and I used it, but it does not work as well as this Napoleon Perdue angled contour brush. I got this for my birthday, and this works amazing. It's angled, as you can see, and it's not extremely fat, so it gets perfectly right here along those cheekbones to really chisel out that area. It's amazing to blend upward, to blend it out so you don't have that harsh contour line. I really, really strongly suggest picking a really, really good brush for contouring, and I would highly recommend this, and it is available at Nordstrom.com. For those of us beauties on a budget, what affordable blushes and bronzers would you recommend? Like I said before, the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in C7 is a great one. A lot of times you can use a L'Oreal coupon on them. Sometimes you can find them in the clearance section. A lot of times, at least what I found, when the colors that don't sell as much, they're having a hard time moving them from their shelves, I will see that they mark them down. That's a great time to pick up a face powder that's, 3 to 5 shades deeper than your natural skin tone to use for contour. I use this, I do this a lot with like the Milani Multitasker powders. Any face powder that I see marked down on sale or on clearance that's deeper than my skin tone, I'll pick up and try as a contour, because that's a great way to get a really nice contour shade at a discounted price. The other one that I really enjoy here is the Bourjois Bronzing Powder. I know you can get this, if you're in the US, you can get this on ASOS.com. It has a very unique smell, but this is a really, really pretty bronzer. It is definitely extremely warm. So if you are on the pale to fair side, pale, fair, even light, you may have an issue with this because it may be too orange. But if you're, light into medium and darker, this is gorgeous as a bronzer. So those are two that I really, really enjoy. As far as blushes from the drugstore, I have so many. Today, this is the Hard Candy Fox in a Box in Spicy and Sweet. And the awesome thing about this is essentially you're getting 4 different blushes in one package. I, however, today took my brush and swirled it all around. There's the shade there. I'll swatch it for you. Here it is. Again, I'm wearing it today. It is beautiful. It's pigmented. It's buttery. It's blendable. It wears beautifully on the skin. I have been reaching for this quite a bit. I die. It's just amazing. Another really amazing blush from the drugstore is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. This is in the shade Pearlescent Pink. I know I've talked about this before. I'm still using it and I'm still loving it. It is beautiful. Swatch it here next to the Fox in a Box, so the sweet and spicy, so you can kind of see how they compare. This is definitely more pink, and this is deeper and a little bit more peach, but oh, these again, creamy, buttery, blendable. They wear nicely. Any of these Color Icon blushes are great. Enjoy this NYX blush right here in Mocha. Cannot go wrong. Gorgeous. Oh, just pigmented. For the drugstore, I'm gonna say it. They're all buttery. They're all pigmented.
I apologize. My child's playing with her toy. Anyway.
Pigmented, easy to blend. They wear nicely. Cannot say enough good things about Sonia Kashuk Chic Luminosity Bronzer and Blush Duo in the shade Glisten. I've talked about this before on my channel. This is amazing because you're getting 2 products for the price of 1. You're getting a very beautiful pigmented bronzer and a very pigmented wearable blush. Here they are. Here is the blush. Here is the bronzer. I will say this bronzer has a lot of sheen to it. So I would definitely recommend applying it with a light hand and only using it to bronze up your skin. If you try to contour with this, you will look ridiculous. Just saying. Again, you're getting 2 products for the price of 1, and it can be found at $10. Hands down, you guys know what I'm probably gonna say. My #1 favorite blush from the drugstore is the Milani Baked Powder Blushes. 2 of my absolute favorite. Luminoso. I'm not going to swatch it. We all know what this looks like. Love it. And my numero uno is Bellissimo Bronze. This is just utter perfection, especially this time of year. It's bronze. It's beautiful. It has a gorgeous sheen to it. You don't need to wear a highlight with this. It does all the work for you. It is beautiful. Watch Milani when it's on buy one, get one 50% off. Pick both of these up. You will not be sorry. Love it. Last question, #5. We all have our holy grail items that we are constantly reaching for. What is the one blush, one bronzer, and one tool that you will never be without? One blush that I will never be without. The blush from Benefit in Dallas. This bomb.com. This is no joke, and the most amazing, and you're probably looking at it like, really, out of all of the ones, that's one you can't be without. And yes, I cannot be without this because I will tell you why. It goes with every eye look. If I'm stumped on what to wear, I pull this out. It's beautiful. It's pigmenting this thing almost every day, whether I use it as a contour, if I use it to deepen up this portion of my contour, if I use it as a transition shade or a crease color. Love this. It is just beautiful. It's like a plummy, neutral, tannish pink. It's just like every shade wrapped into one for that perfect cheek. And without a doubt, my #1 bronzer is this NARS Laguna. I've said this before on my channel a million times. I feel like I've been talking this bronzer to death the past few weeks, but it is that amazing. And one of the most amazing things about this product is this most amazing sheen that just gives your face this beautiful sun-kissed glow, and it doesn't make you look like you're trying too hard. It is just gorgeous. One tool that I could not live without is the Bobbi Brown blush brush. I kid you not, ever since I got this, I have not used anything else. It's that amazing. So if you're questioning it, don't. Just buy it. You will love it. It's soft. It's just beautifully made. It's like it doesn't lose any bristles. It's soft. It's got the perfect shade. I feel like I need more to happen to this. I would die. I mean, I wouldn't die, but you know what I mean. And it's just so well loved. Oh, I just love it. That's the Bonkers for Blush tag. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Sometimes things get a little crazy here, but thank you so much to Rochelle and Jen from Glam Moms for including me in this collaboration. I think the world of you two, and I'm just so honored that you would want to include me in this large collaboration. I cannot wait to see what the other ladies come up with. We each have different skin tones and skin types and different likes and dislikes, so I cannot wait to watch their videos to see what they came up with. I'm sure I'll be taking notes and adding to my wish list for future shopping trips. Like this video if you're bonkers for blush. Comment if you don't make videos. Let me know what some of your favorite blushes are, bronzers, maybe some tools that I didn't mention that you use and you love and you swear by, to hear what you love. I'm going to tag some of you down. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.